My Online Toolbox here, reaching out to all construction and remodeling contractors that are looking to have their first website. And we don't want to call it a do it yourself or entry level website. We rather you think of it as a starter website, but more importantly, we rather you think of it as a starter marketing mechanism. You don't need to quickly put something together in the hopes that in a short amount of time you're going to come back and replace it and do it better. It's better to take a step back and reflect on where do you want to be 1 month, 3 month, 6 months out, because it comes awfully quick. So it's better to take a moment and organize to the best of your ability everything that helps you represent yourself at the best you could be. So in this particular case, we're showing a company called DMV Home Improvement. They're based in Washington, D.C. And when you come to the site, you'll see it's very simplistic. Mind you, it still represents the best of who they are today. And when you come here, you'll see on the home page as we scroll down, there's a little introduction that they've been in business since 2014 for both residential and commercial. Here are some of the services between basement finishing, bathroom remodeling, decks, roofs, painting, and kitchen remodeling. Using kitchen remodeling as a good example, when you land on the page, you'll see it's nothing flamboyant, but it's clean. You come here, we see the best image that they had available for a kitchen they did. Here's a little bit of verbiage as we scroll down, a couple of other images, but nothing flamboyant at all. When we go back to the home page, you'll see between the home page, the about page, and a few about 6 service pages and a contact page, it's a 10-page website. But it's nothing overly complex and it's nothing too flamboyant. Using the About page as a good example, there's a little bit of an introduction on how the owner got started, a little bit about how he feels with making his business thrive and communication being important. But if you notice, there's nothing flamboyant here. We would love to have an image of the owner. We'd love to have a picture of him by his truck or something graphical in nature. But in any case, there is something that is a professional representation of who he is. As we leave the actual website itself and we come here to Google, we'll see that he's gotten started with Google My Business. He's already accumulated 9 reviews with a 5-star ranking, which is fantastic. As we move over to social, you could see here, even though he has a Facebook page, which is a good start, he only has 2 people liking him, and I'm sure it will increase over time. So when we look at a website such as this, you could see it's nothing flamboyant, but it is put together, structurally sound. When you go outside now to Google search and type in kitchen remodeling Washington, D.C., we were pleasantly surprised to see him on page 7. And one may say, but wait a second, we must be on page 1, 2, or 3. True, but if you look at the kitchen remodelers in Washington, D.C. that are on page 1, 2, and 3, they've been around for a long time. They've been extremely aggressive with their marketing, and they deserve to be on 1, 2, and 3. So when you are just getting started, the smart approach is to position to be found in the future, but also to be realistic that you may not be there because your competitors are entrenched there longer and they're doing a better job than you. However, that doesn't mean you can't start strong on being on page 7, 8, or 9, or 10. Not that you want to be there, it's just the reality depending on where you are in your business model and how much money you have to get started, in addition to the cosmetic appeal. Speaking of getting started, before you dive into a website, whether you have a friend or a buddy or a family member who's going to do it, or you're going to do it yourself, or you're going to even hire a professional, we do suggest you take a moment and pause, because the average construction company is very weak in marketing. What you need to do before you get started is realize the website and the other components that surround the website are tools, and you must have a general idea of what they are. Of course, you could dive into the free education on the My Online Toolbox website to get you motivated, or you could jump to the basic education so you can clearly organize yourself and communicate with whomever does the website in a very strategic way. And you could also look at our advanced education that specifically targets all of those other elements that surround the website, such as Google My Business, Facebook, YouTube, and other social mediums. This is My Online Toolbox. wishing all construction and remodeling contractors the best of luck with their marketing initiatives, and realize to take a moment to structure that starter website so it's the foundation for being found in the future, as well as offering a great cosmetic appeal to who you are, generating more quality leads. Stay healthy. We wish you the best of luck.